As a parent, let's make sure to give our children the necessary training because some decisions can change our life forever. Once upon a time, there lived a woman named Cynthia. She was known for being very indulgent, especially towards her daughter. Cynthia's 10-year-old daughter, Rhea, behaved and spoke like she was much older. She talked carelessly, insulted people, and was rude to almost everyone around her. But instead of correcting her, Cynthia always defended her and told people, Rhea is just a child. One day, Rhea got into an argument with some neighbors. She insulted a man who walked with crutches, laughing and saying, "Sir, why are you walking like a frog? And why do you have 3 legs?" The man was very angry and reported her behavior to Cynthia, but Cynthia simply said, "Sir, you should understand that Rhea is just a child. Let her be and don't shout at my daughter again." Another day, Rhea failed her English test and was punished by her teacher. When she got home, she told her mother. Cynthia became furious as she listened to Rhea. The next morning, Cynthia stormed into the school. She marched straight into the teacher's office, shouting, "Who is the stupid teacher that touched my child?" The teacher calmly explained why Rhea was punished, but after listening, Cynthia only replied, "Does that give you enough reason to lay your filthy hand on my child? If you need something to beat, go buy a drum. Don't you ever touch my daughter again." With that, she walked out angrily. Cynthia continued to indulge Rhea and never corrected her behavior. Rhea grew even more spoiled and began to talk to everyone rudely, including her mother. She constantly demanded things, and whenever Cynthia refused, Rhea would cry, scream, and refuse to eat until her mother gave in. Rhea caused trouble all over the compound, disrespecting elders and talking without manners. One day, while they were sitting in the sitting room, Rhea said, "Mom, I want a new Gucci purse and you must get it for me." Cynthia immediately replied, "Okay, my love, I would get it for you." A few days later, Cynthia bought her the expensive purse and Rhea was happy. On another day, an elderly woman who lived in their compound asked Rhea to help her sweep the front of their house. Rhea frowned and said, "Why should I sweep your house? Don't you have children? Or is it my fault you have ate all your children?" She eased and walked away. The old woman, sad and hot, told Cynthia what happened, but Cynthia's response was shocking. "With due respect, old woman, my daughter is not your maid, and she is right in everything she said." She eased and walked away, leaving the old woman speechless. Later, another incident happened. Rhea asked Cynthia for the latest iPhone. Cynthia said, "But there is nothing wrong with the phone you are using." Rhea replied, "I don't care. I need the latest iPhone, and you must get it for me." When her mother refused, Rhea cried loudly and refused to eat until Cynthia agreed to buy it for her. Cynthia continued to spoil her daughter, never realizing the consequences her actions would bring. One day, Rhea and her mother Cynthia went out together. An old woman accidentally stepped on Rhea's foot. The woman quickly apologized, but before anyone could understand what was happening, Rhea slapped the old woman across the face. Everyone around was shocked. Instead of correcting her daughter, Cynthia defended her. She said angrily, "Why all of you looking at us like that? Is this old woman blind? Answer now, is she blind or is my daughter too small for her to see? If my daughter's leg has broken when she stepped on her, is this how we'll be talking by now?" She grabbed Rhea's hand and they both walked away proudly. The old woman didn't say a word. She just watched them quietly as they disappeared from sight. A few days later, Rhea's hand began to itch and swell. At first, it was small, and Cynthia thought maybe it was a mosquito. But the itching became worse. Her hands turned red and stiff, and Rhea cried in pain because she could not bear it. Cynthia was confused and didn't know what to do. They had no one to run to because they had insulted almost everyone they knew. At night, Rhea began seeing the old woman in her dream, and this made Cynthia panic. She started taking Rhea from place to place looking for help. She met a man pretending to be a doctor and collected 80,000 naira for prayer water, but nothing changed. After some days, Cynthia finally found a real church and took her daughter there. She begged the pastor to pray for Rhea. The pastor prayed and told her that Rhea had offended someone she was not supposed to insult, and the person was deeply hurt, so much that it caused for her out of pain. Cynthia explained everything, and the pastor was disappointed. He said, "Why would you allow such small girl to slap an old woman who is enough to be your mother?" Cynthia felt ashamed and begged for forgiveness. The pastor prayed for Rhea and told them that the only way for the curse to break was to apologize to the people they had hurt and to show kindness to others, including giving food to beggars. Cynthia didn't know where to start, but she tried. She went home with her daughter and began knocking on doors, asking the neighbors for forgiveness. They apologized to almost everyone they could find. They also shared things with the beggars and promised to change their behavior. One evening, Cynthia sat Rhea down and said, "Rhea, you must change this bad habit if you don't want what happened to happen again. Never speak rudely to anyone again." Rhea nodded and replied, "Okay, mommy, I have heard. I'm sorry for everything I've done." From that day, mother and daughter changed. They no longer spoke rudely to people. At first, other children were scared to be Rhea's friend, but when they realized she had truly changed, they slowly accepted her. Rhea began to make new friends and her life became better. The end. The moral lesson of this story is, remember, no one is too young to learn manners and respect. Bad behavior always brings bad results, but change is always possible. Thank you so much for watching this amazing story. Drop your comments on your opinion about the story, and don't forget to like, share, comment your opinion, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing stories. Bye, and I'll see you in my next video.